who is coming towards you or who is thinking of you at this time. This pops out first. Eight of Swords. This person is worried about coming towards you because they are unsure. There's obviously more than one woman that he is looking at. He does want some kind of, partnership, eventually. But there's a lot of worry happening, a lot of indecisiveness, excuse me. Swords and discs. Yeah. There's a lot of unsure feelings here. Just, like these four just together are just giving me kind of like walk away vibes. Maybe this is why this person isn't coming towards you at this time, because they don't know if they should. He's looking at more than one person. Obviously has no idea what to do, who to choose. He's confused. He thinks a lot about it, but he has no answer. He's worried about work, he has a lot of things on his plate. He's responsible for a lot of things at this moment in time, and just trying to keep all of his balls spinning in the air, right? All his plates spinning. He goes back and forth a lot. That's why it's creating so much worry, interference, sorrow, even if he wants this in his future. Right now, there's no clear answer. At least with what he is kind of like feeling. He's trying to figure it out, but I don't see him really having a clear answer anytime soon. But, he, in his far off thoughts, his daydreams, he thinks about, what he'd want in a partnership, I guess, and that's why he's at, just in general. He's not at a point of, like, even being specific about someone. He's just trying to be specific about what he wants. And then eventually that person will, meet the expectations that you have, right? If you don't even know what you want, how are you going to find that? You can't just blindly bump into people and then expect one of them to be like the person of your dreams. You have no standards at that point. You're almost like a victim to whoever comes forward to you. And I use the word victim because there's a lot of people that would kind of treat you like one when they sense uncertainty within you, or indecisiveness, or you don't know who you truly are. You don't know your boundaries. You don't know how where your boundaries lie with people. Certain manipulative people will take that for granted. They'll take your kindness for granted. They'll think of it as a weakness. They will, even though kindness is not weakness. Manipulative people will think of that as such. And if you don't have your own boundaries in place, your own standards about who you want, what you want out of life, there's going to be any option that comes towards you is going to be confusing because you have no idea what you want. Right? You're just kind of closed off to everything because you really have no idea what you're looking for, you don't know what you want. So I think the first step really in anything is kind of defining, you can't be very specific, I want blonde hair and curly hair, stuff like that. It has to be character based. What kind of person do you want to wake up to in the morning? What kind of friend do you want to have? Do you want them to be your friend or not? Do you want to be able to have emotionally intimate conversations with them, or do you just want to keep it sexual? All these things are what you really truly want. If this person that's looking at you is also looking at 8 other girls, let's say, that's way too many options to understand what the hell is going on. You gotta narrow it down. Obviously, he's trying to put an end to these ways of, maybe he doesn't want to be a player no more. With the Six of Wands, it's kind of giving me that energy. Scorpio comes out, of course. He wants love. You know, it's fun, I guess, as a guy. I don't want to say that good-looking men are red flags automatically because it's unfair to say, but I feel like sometimes when a man is extremely good-looking, he knows that he is because women act differently around him, right? And they might exploit their own looks to their advantage, let's say, right? They'll date around, they'll be like kind of like a man whore because they can, basically, and that's it. So I think that this man has kind of done this in the past. He's always just about, money and whatever the H word is, kind of stuff like that, like never really getting love a shot or just never being open to love or just in the right time for love. But I feel like now he's trying to put an end to old ways. He wants to link up with someone and, kind of sail into the future with, or, ride into the future with someone that, riding out of dark times, riding out of struggle. All this unsure behavior doesn't really make you feel good, when you're kind of like promiscuous, at least as a girl. I can say that. I didn't really do that much as a child, but, I tried to have like, a one night stand like 1 or 2 times just to see what it was like when I was younger, and it was terrible. It was not satisfactory at all. It wasn't even close. Maybe guys feel differently because they could be more detached. I'm sure girls can be detached as well, so I'll keep it fair. But are you really gaining any kind of soul expanding connection from these flippant occasions, these little escapades, as you might call it? Like, are you really getting anything out of it? Are you really enjoying it? Looking back, I kind of just liked it. I think I enjoyed the power that I felt and the control out of my life more than what was actually happening, right? Like, I just felt like I was 20-ish, whatever, and I was in control of my life. I could do whatever I want. That felt better to me than actually, like, having these blind or very shallow relationships, right? But you have to go through life, whatever age you are, you make mistakes. Hopefully you learn from them, take the lesson from them, kind of like move forward. I see this person kind of doing the same. They've been cut off emotionally for a very long time. It's kind of kept him in this very unsure state, especially when it comes to love. But he wants out, right? He wants like a death to old ways, and he wants to kind of create this luxurious, very lovey-dovey connection. Let's see what else goes on. The Four of Cups is kind of really nice. Like, when I see this swirl, it's kind of like it's continuous, right? It's a great combination together. I don't know if you've ever looked at paint pouring before, but it's mesmerizing to watch. I've done a bit of it as well. It's very therapeutic. If you really are a person that enjoys looking at colors, that you're an artist of any sort, or just like aesthetics in general, or just the color therapy, I would look into paint pouring. You can do it yourself if you have some cash or, some room, or you can watch other people do it on, YouTube or somewhere. And watching two colors or multiple colors swirl into each other, they don't mix, they kind of swirl into one another. It's really, really beautiful, and it shows like how like light and dark can swirl together, how two opposites can swirl together and continuously keep swirling. It's kind of like a whirlpool effect where, like, once you get the momentum going, it's just going to keep on going. And that's kind of like what I'm feeling once this person kind of turns the corner and just like opens up their heart, basically. But you can't wait around for someone to open up their heart, You can't wait around for someone to change. You as a person, while this is happening to this other person, you have to be doing your own thing. You can't be focused on someone else's life, in their timeline. You have to be focused on your own timeline, and if it works and it fits, then it will fit. You have the strength to get through these hard times, and you're going to break through. think this person is going to be able to gain enough wisdom within themselves after some soul searching, figuring out what they really want in a relationship, figuring out if they want you. It's kind of annoying in a sense. Like I'm feeling annoyed by this interaction in a sense, because it's like they're making you wait until they choose, and that's what I don't like about it, because it's still like a very player-like energy where it's like, oh, you know, you don't have your own life or your own things going on. You could just wait for me to figure it out. So they're not really there yet. You know, they want to get to this level, right? They want to put an end to old ways. They want to level up. They want to like connect with someone. They want to get, you know, going onto their next, you know, horizon of where they want to go, right? They want to combine forces with someone and really have that infinity of love. And I think they have the strength to break through, you know, from their, you know, maybe fears about this connection. They do have a lot of passion for you. This might be happening during the season, Leo season. We are in Leo season. This is the night before Lion's Gate. I feel a lot of strange energy this past week. I don't know about you, but the energy has been extremely electrifying for me. Things are flying, falling. I feel on edge. I have like hair, you know, standing up all the time. I just feel like there's a lot of electrifying feelings in the air. We'll see what happens tomorrow, right? We'll see how everything, you know, kind of culminates. I don't know too much about it, but I've been hearing a lot, you know, of it lately. And tomorrow is 8/8, so something might be happening soon. I want to say with this person, you know, finally coming to terms with what they want. It also could just mean that they just think that they adore you and they want you. That's for sure. They definitely see you as maybe a possibility. That's basically it with the 8 of Swords. You're just a possibility at this point. They see you in a good fashion, and they feel, you know, you see they're so like stuck. They're so stuck. They really don't know, like, I guess if they can do this, if they want it bad enough, if you're the right person, something like that. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter to you. The answer is that they don't know. And if you take it as such, you know, it doesn't really matter about the because at that point with you. You just have to keep being cool. And being this woman, the Queen of Cups. They love you. They think that you are definitely a possible option though. Like they're really looking at you, like thinking like, can I love this Queen of Cups? Can I give the Queen of Cups what she deserves? Can I give her what she needs? You know, am I up for the challenge? Can I put an end to my player-like ways to gain love? You know, what the next step is for him. You know, in order to get the Queen of Cups, you have to put an end to some old ways. I think he will do this. It might happen sooner than you think. It might happen very soon. Or it just might, you know, happen on their own terms when they figure this out. But, and with you at the forefront of this as the Queen of Cups, this is still a weirdly good energy between the two of you. There is a strong chance of it working. If this player turns around and really puts an end to it, right? Let's just see what's going on around them. No cards. What is going around this person at this time? This person thinking of you. What's happening? Let's pull a couple cards here. So we have the Page of Swords and the 8 of Wands. Yeah, he's younger than you, and possibly an air sign. Definitely a thinker. You know, that's why he's like so oppressed and feeling with like this heavy energy. You know, like a lot of interference, worry. You know, like about everything because he thinks a lot. Air signs think a lot. They're very much in their head. But you know, he's definitely thinking about the possibility with the Eight of Wands. You know, I think Six of Wands again. So we have the Six of Wands twice. He's really thinking about combining forces with you, I'm going to say. I think he's really thinking about combining forces. But he wants to make the right choice, obviously. Wouldn't you? And since he's such a thinker, so many swords and wands in this. I mean, there's cups too. You know, like you are heading this whole conversation here. But Strength again. We have the Six of Wands and the Strength card coming out twice. Wow. Okay. What is that about? That's like some strong energy. The Six of Wands and Strength. Damn. I think that he's, you know, making his decision around you. Keep it as that.